Hello, boss man. Welcome back. This is Casual Chaos. Um, so I have some openings, and the third place deck profile, and I'm gonna link the first his it's Aaron Forrest. He topped the both events on the weekend of Vegas, the YCS. He got third place on first day Saturday, and first place on Sunday. So I'm gonna link the first place video. I didn't get the first place video, as you guys know. I had to leave, so I'm gonna link that so you guys can compare and contrast within his third and first place and see the difference, because he does talk about the things he was gonna change, so you can see what he actually did and how he came to those changes. So that's also a pretty good look. He does refer to some other content creators and some other people. So I'll try to find the other content creators and other stuff like that, so I could link them down below if you guys want to check them out as well. So let's get started. Let's see. I think I know what these are, so that's why I'm kind of like want to record these with the video. Very nice. Kind of figured that's what it was. Well, yeah, I kind of figured that's what it was. We'll check them out in a little bit. Very nice. So this means I have my playset of each of the tournament pack 1 set, which, you guys know I try to collect them, and see. Let me see. I want to see the supposedly near mint. So this guy double sleeved them. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good. Wow, it looks too perfect. That's kind of weird. All right, so this is what I do with my card. So, oh shoot. So I do that, and I sleeved it with this. Take the air out. All right, so that's that. Just kind of figure show you guys the process or whatever. All right, looks pretty good. All right, so the same deal. With that, double sleeve it. Take out the air. All right, very nice. So we have 2. So I should have a playset now of every tournament pack 1. So as you can see, my blue eyes, red eyes, now they're relinquished. It goes there. And Harpy's Lady Sister goes here. I told you I got my second Harpy Lady Sister from Mike Steinman, so thank you for that. And there goes my Great Keeper. So I do have the first set of everything, so it's time to start collecting the second one. So hopefully so I'm gonna start soon on that. So but I figure I might as well show you my collection. As this is my special edition folders, the ones that are like they're not the main sets or the star decks. I do have mine there, but I figured I'll show you guys these. All right, these are the promos for I think the first ones. The first, I don't know which one it is for, but yeah, got these. Then this is, I'm missing the whole Tournament Pack 2 Ultra Rares. I'll get started in that soon. I got all the Super Rares for Tournament Pack 2. They're all in double sleeved or whatever. Just could see. Just to keep them intact or whatever. These are the, for the, I think it was for the Trials, no, not Trials of Kingdom. I mean, the new one just came out. This is part of the thing. These are the Shonen Jump promos. Yeah, and so far that's about it. I do want to get my hands on the was it Bottomless Chapels, but they're Euro print, so I don't know. I would like to get them, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's basically all I had to tell you guys for that. So yeah, stay tuned for the deck profile. And when you're doing your purchases, just through Tcgplayer, just click on the link down below when making your purchases through our link. Yeah, so hit like and subscribe like a boss, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the video. Bye. Also, don't forget to wish Aaron Forrest a happy birthday, as it was his birthday yesterday. Thank you. Bye. All right, man. Can you introduce yourself?
My name's Aaron Forrest. I go by Alum Lion online and in most Discords, or Alum, A-L-A-M.
Like on Dueling Book and stuff?
Yeah, Dueling Book. It's Alum Lion on Dueling Book. It's Alum in most Discords, but A-L-A-M or A-L-A-M-L-I-O-N.
All right. So, what position? What place did you get in the Speed Duel tournament?
So we did the Speed Duel's Attack of the Giant card today, and I got third place.
Third place. All right. And what did third place win?
Third place won a jumbo card. So first place gets the giant card, and then second and third get their choices of a jumbo card. And I got the.
Can you show it to us?
Yeah, I got the Blue Eyes Ultimate Giant card, or jumbo card. Sorry.
Very nice.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. What's in your sweater?
Oh, this is my buddy Danique. You can check him out. Card Game Philosopher. Danique De Jong, European Speed Duel champion. This is his merch. He's got one with his face on it, doing a heart. He's got one with the Time Wizard here. And then he's got a bunch of others, so check out his channel, check out his YouTube, check out his merch, and all that good stuff.
Very nice. All right, let's start with the deck profile.
Yep, so I played Warrior Parasite. It's a pretty popular deck online. If you play Speed Duels competitively, you've probably seen it a lot of times. But we played the Cocoon of Ultra Evolution skill. It's a +2, probably the best skill in the game. And there's just a lot of things that just make it incredibly strong. And it's the engine to pretty much every Tier 1 deck right now, so... and then the cards that make it really, really good are the Paranoids. So you basically attach this from your hand onto your opponent's monster. It makes your opponent's monster an insect. It also is an equip card, and then you're able to activate the skill, tribute their monster that's now an insect, equipped with an equip card, and then you get to special summon a Ultimate Moth from your deck. And then if you have an Ultimate Moth in your hand as well, you can bring that one out as well. And in a game where you only have 4,000 life points, if you're able to hit them for 3,500, it's very, very close to just winning you the game. And then afterwards, there's a secondary effect of the skill where you can put an insect back into your deck and then draw a card, and that's the +2 part.
So how was 2 perfectly
ultimate? This particular engine, yeah. So
was there any dead draws or anything like that?
You want to talk about it? I don't know if they can hear. But yeah, so for this particular one, the 3-2 is pretty. I'd say it's the most consistent one. I've seen people do like 3-1, like weird stuff like 2-2. I'd say you need Paranoid because you need to see it. Otherwise, like if they see theirs and you don't see yours, you're going to lose. And then Moth, it definitely feels good because sometimes I'll have one in hand with a Paranoid and they'll have another one in the deck, and that's just like you're getting so much advantage on the board after that. So I like the 3-2, but I've seen it 3-1. I've seen like 2-1, but 3-2 definitely feels like the most consistent to me for this deck. I don't know, maybe other decks you don't want to clog too much, but I like it. And then going on to the part that makes it the Warrior Parasite is we have 3 Gear Freed. Big beater, 1800, and then 1600 defense. 1600 defense isn't as relevant anymore as it used to be, but he cannot be equipped by anything, so if you're up against Parasite decks, it's awkward for them because they can't put their Paranoid on it because it'll get popped immediately, which is great if they have a Moth in hand, but if they are relying on the skill, then it's really, really bad. So Gearfree the Iron Knight's a great warrior right now, big beater, and then the other one is the Command Knight. His effect is if you get two of them on the field, your opponent's locked and he cannot attack either one. And that makes it very, very awkward. It basically forces them to play their Paranoid to get it off the field because a lot of times they don't have removal. If you have two on the board and they basically can't progress from this game state and you're just going to deck them out, they're going to lose. They have to play their Paranoid. They have to get rid of one of the Command Knights so they can play the game, and then you Paranoid them the next turn and you win.
So how was it playing a warrior base mob, since a lot of people were kind of ready for that?
Yeah, I've seen Insect, I've seen Gravekeeper. I was a little worried playing Warrior because everybody was prepared for Warrior. But Warrior is really, really strong, and there's a reason why. Even if you prepare for it, it's still an incredibly strong deck, and it does really, really well. So yeah. I was worried that everybody would know about it, but it ended up not being a factor, and I ended up taking a lot of games. So
very nice.
It worked out. And then other cards I run are Sphere Karibo, just because a lot of people are playing back row hate and stuff, and Sphere Karibo gets around that. The other thing is in the Paranoid mirror match, if they see that you have no back row, they may get baited into thinking that you have nothing, and they have game if they just make their Moth. So they'll go aggro, basically make the Moth thinking that they have game because you have no back row set, and like swing, and then you baited them. Like you Karibo them into defense, next turn you Paranoid their Moth, and then that's how you win. So the Sphere Karibo's basically just like it baits them and it plays around cards. Like some people have Dusts and Night Beams and they're just dead cards, and you're still protected with the Sphere Karibo. So I like it, but there's also like forceful checkpoint and stuff going around that pulls stuff out of your hands.
I saw a lot of that myself.
I have some stuff in my side that helps me get rid of the Sphere Karibos for other cards, but Sphere Karibos right now are really good.
All right.
And then lastly, the tech choice was the Hammerheads. I've seen people run Man-Eater Bugs, which I may actually switch to because it works really well with the skill. Where like if these were Man-Eater Bugs, you flip it, you pop a card on the field, and then once the Man-Eater Bug is the grave, you can recycle it back into the deck and get a +1, and that's really nice. So I may make the Man-Eater Bugs, but
for
Hammerhead also...
For day 2?
Yeah. There's another giant card event tomorrow. And the Insect is really, really nice. But for right now, it's like they're great versus Gravekeepers because they can bounce Recruiter. They're great versus like Stall because they can bounce Zombina. So yeah, I think whether or not they're good, whether or not Insects or whether or not the Man-Eater Bug or the Hammerhead better just comes down to the deck that you're playing against and the situation that you end up in. So there will be scenarios where you want Hammerhead, scenarios where you want Man-Eater Bug. And it's kind of awkward knowing which one is going to be the best. You just kind of have to guess.
What about side? Would you side it?
I like side it out.
No, side it. Put it on your side deck.
In the side. It could. The side deck space is kind of tight.
Yeah.
But I could maybe move it to the side, like move one or something, so that it's good in particular matchups. But right now they're Hammerheads, and they could be Blast Spheres, Man-Eater Bugs, Hammerheads, Trainees. It all just kind of depends on what you think people are going to play, and you kind of have to guess. And then the last couple cards are Double Night Beam for back row destruction, and then Triple Dust. And this basically helps get the Paranoid off if they try to go for that. And this basically just allows you to get as aggressive as possible. Your monsters are bigger in Warrior. Like you have 1900 defense, you have 1800 attack. If you get multiples with these out, like this guy boosts everybody. You get two of them out here and they're 2K. Your guys are basically bigger than theirs, so they're the ones that need the back row to stop you. And if you can get rid of their back row, so it's just your monsters versus their monsters, you're going to win.
Did you ever get hit Waking the Dragon?
Yes, I did actually lose a game because I hit Waking the Dragon. And then the next game, I got lucky and he didn't have his Waking the Dragons. Jordan Palmer, who's a great player.
Yes, he is. I lost to him, so...
Yeah, it's a very, very close match. But yeah, game 2, I hit his Waking the Dragon, which basically set him up to just win from there. And then game 3, luckily, he didn't draw them. But yeah, Waking the Dragon is very, very dangerous. But I also feel like it can just hard brick you because it doesn't do anything unless I pop it. So if I know that you have it, it plays in my favor where it's like now you have even more dead cards in your deck. And I feel like with the Paranoid engine, like you could have Moths in your hand that are dead, you could have Waking the Dragons that are dead. It can get really cloggy and really awkward really fast. So I like playing aggressive like this.
What do you think about pure Insect, since you're just thinking it as an engine?
Yeah, I saw you play it, and I saw I think Mike won with it, and he kind of has like a lot of insects in his engine, and I think it's I have so little testing this period because I am just so busy with work because it's tax season. But insects look really, really good just in general. So I may just try to go full insect, or I may have to put in like aerosols or something to deal with people playing full insect. Because I think the full insect is like a whole nother version that's just also really, really excellent because they just have a bunch of annoying cards like Man-Eater Bug and Pinch Hopper and just things to get Moth out even faster. And, you know, they have the Armored Bug with Vigilance, and they have a lot of stuff to work with, so. But insects are also really strong.
All right.
If I wasn't going to play insects, or if I wasn't playing Warrior Parasite, I'd probably play Insect Parasite.
Pure insect, nice.
Onto the side, yeah, we have a third Night Beam, just so you have the trio of 3 Night Beam, 3 Dust. Versus like stuff like Gravekeeper's Night Beam is excellent. You just get rid of the Rite of Spirit. If they set Rite of Spirit and then you draw into your Dust, it sucks because they can chain the Rite of Spirit, and that could be bad depending on the situation. With Night Beam, it's just gone. Like, pop it, you're good to go from there. I don't know if a lot of people play it, so some people may not even be expecting it, and they just lose their cards. So it's basically another pop card. I may change it out, I don't know, just because people might start playing Waking the Dragon more, and that would suck. But 1 extra Night Beam this side, and then we have a Windstorm on the side. This is just because if they're playing like Forceful Checkpoint or Neotran, who finished second, he plays Amazoness Chainmaster, and it gets really awkward because between the Forceful Checkpoint and Amazoness Chainmaster, they keep ripping stuff out of your hand. So if I have Sphere Kribos in my hand, I lose them, so I'd like to go into Windstorm. This also helped me win a game against Stahl, where he summoned a Yomi ship and face-up defense. Well, he didn't summon it, but he special summoned it back from the grave and face-up defense. And because I had Windstorm, I was able to swap it to attack and hit him with the Moth for game.
Very nice.
So I like the Windstorm, and it's just added protection because sometimes the deck gets weird where it's like I have so many back row cards and not enough defensive cards. So I put in the 1 Windstorm. I thought it's weird, but it worked.
It's always mostly a. Do you always side it in as a second on the second round?
Not always. It's mostly just if I'm up against something where like my Dusts are not very good, or my Night Beams are not very good, or having hand traps sucks, where it's like they don't have any back row hate, or they have like a ton of Forceful Checkpoints and Amazoness Chainmaster, for example. It's like, get the Karibo out, get a Windstorm in. It may not matter, it may matter. Also, my friend was playing a deck where it's like, I just wanted an extra Windstorm. Because you literally have 3 Sphere Karibos are your only battle traps. Other than that, you have nothing, so having a 4th can save you the duel. May trade it out, may not. This is always one that's always on my mind of like whether or not I want to take it out. 2 cards that I think are staple. They're so good. Vampire Lord. That's
an interesting deck.
Yeah, this won me top 4. I was in top 4 and I was in a super crappy matchup against Stahl. But Vampire Lord's excellent versus Stahl because Stahl generally he flipped me off. The guy that I beat.
Oh, really?
Poor Ben, man.
Ben, yes.
But Ben Wagner, also a great player.
Yes,
but
he
we
is.
have double Vampire Lord, and I think he's I'm Chill on Dueling Book, by the way. But
is this is Vampire Lord mainly for Stahl? Is that why?
Yeah, it's exclusively for Stahl. I would say I don't think there's any other deck where it matters, but it's basically Stahl. They have 2 pieces to the deck. They have their annoying monsters and cards that destroy your cards, and then they have Spellbinding Circle and Mask of the Accursed and like Stahl back row. And then there's Floodgate. That's like the one where it's like if you get hit with that, that's just unlucky. But in Vampire plays around both, where it's like because we have triple Dust, we can get around the Spellbinding Circles and the Mask of the Accursed.
Oh yeah, very nice.
And then these just run them as Man-Eater Bug. I don't care. Yomi Ship. I don't care. Michizure. I don't care. Like Stahl kills your monsters.
Yes.
And this
Oh,
guy,
yeah.
they can't get rid of him. It's just like
Good
they
tech choice,
kill him,
man.
and it comes back. Yeah. Shout out to Andre Aguirre. He was running 1. And then I upped it to 2. Also a great player. There you go. Lots of great Speed Duel players. But yeah, Vampire Lord, absolutely excellent. Just wrecks Stahl in most matchups because they can't do anything. It's 2,000 attack, and if they destroy it, he comes back in the standby phase. I think also if he does damage, this card inflicts battle damage to opponent, declare 1 card type, and then your opponent sends that card type from their deck to their. Wow, I think I forgot to use this once.
Ouch.
That's okay. And then last 2 are RFIs. I may just take them out, but in general, the interaction between Paranoid, most decks that play Paranoid are Gravekeeper or Warriors, and Gravekeepers are Spellcaster. So they're Warrior Spellcaster, this flips a Warrior Spellcaster face down, and the interaction is they reveal Paranoid from their hand, and then you're able to chain RFI to their target, flipping the monster that they targeted with Paranoid face down. Paranoid doesn't equip, it goes to the grave, and then that's that. They can put it back with their skill, which is why I think RFI is actually kind of bad, but It does help.
So you're thinking of maybe siding them out then?
Yeah, I may take it out, just seeing what was here today for day 2. I may change these. I may change a lot in the side deck because there's just some cards that I have questions, but not changing the Vampire Lords, but may change some other stuff. But yeah, basically R5 just flips stuff down. It's also an additional battle trap because again, you're missing battle traps in this deck. Like we have the Windstorm and then the 3 Karibos. But yeah, just in case if the spell or trap destruction is not good in the matchup, you may want R5. And just it's still relevant. A lot of spellcasters, a lot of Amazons didn't play any relinquished players, but I guess I could do something there as well. Our Dragon Caller can flip the Lord of D face down.
So how many cards in the main?
21 cards in the main, and then the 6 card side, obviously, and the 1 skill card. So
You didn't have an extra deck? You didn't try to...
I didn't actually bring an extra deck. You can just to like bluff.
Yeah, you didn't even try bluff?
Yeah, I didn't. Like, my extra deck cards are basically in my collection, and I had to like dig through them to get them out, and I was like, nah.
All right.
We're just playing with that. It worked out.
All right, so okay. So what do you have any shout outs before we finish? Anything else you want to say?
Too many shout outs. I guess I'll shout out, Lex Law, the Speed Duel League. He's got a great YouTube channel. Marco Konjic, he's got a great YouTube channel as well. Konjic. Is it Konjic Gaming or just Konjic?
Just Konjic.
Just Konjic, this word. It's Konjic on the mat. Konjic. And then Lex Law also has a mat, but I have it, but I didn't play with it today. I played. Konjic also came out with his mats recently. And then Danique DeJong, Mike Steinman, Ben Wagner, Andre Guare, Neotran. Shout out to my team, I guess. David, Indy, Evan, Team Idea. We play out in North Dallas.
Is your team Speed Duel specifically?
Yeah,
or?
we only do Speed Duels. I'm not really interested in advanced format. It's kind of just doesn't feel good. Even Speed Duels doesn't feel that good. But Speed Duels is kind of iffy, but advanced format's just no thank you.
All right.
But yeah.
All right, very nice. Well, thank you for giving me the deck profile. Stay tuned for more, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.